for binge eating and vegan weight loss?
So the binge question again. I read an interesting book. Kind of the theory is that when people start restricting food and restricting calories at some point, because, oh, I'm eating too much, I need to lose weight and so on, that you create a response in your brain, in your reptilian brain. That's the part of your brain that you're not aware of. Your unconscious, the part that makes your heart beat and you breathe, and even when you're sleeping, that part of your brain says, danger, warning, we're in a situation, we're in an environment where there's not enough calories. And there's plenty of calories, but you just don't want to eat as much. But you send a signal to your unconscious brain that we need to get more calories, we need to find more calories. But consciously you're thinking, no, I'm only going to eat 1,500 calories, that's it. Doing that over a period of time, you start having these unconscious signals that are telling you, you want to survive, you need to be taking in more calories. And it works on you in a number of different ways. It makes you, binge. It makes you suddenly feel very hungry. It makes you thinking about food all the time. It's presenting, cues to you so that you're, to tell your body, hey, get more calories in, because this is, a situation where we need more calories. And so that people sometimes, when they've gone through this and they've spent 6 months or a year or a certain period restricting calories, they're actually, their unconscious is working against them now, is saying, no, this is a problem. They may be thinking this is not a problem. I'm a little hungry, but that's okay, and I look good, in this outfit or something like that. But their unconscious mind is saying food, and it's putting food in there, and it's putting high calorie food like, chocolate,
burgers,
salty, yummy, sugary, whatever it is. It's putting that in there, and it's putting a drive. And you have a drive, very strong primal drives, like for sex, for food, for water, things that you need to stay alive and to reproduce. We have a prime directive
reading this, actually.
Is that we need to, keep our DNA going. So we have drives to do that. You can't do it if you starve to death. So, your mind starts, I would say, like playing tricks on you, making you feel like, wow, that looks so good. You just think, oh, to hell with it, I'm just going to eat this tonight. And then you feel, oh my God, I binge ate so much. What you don't realize is that you've conditioned your unconscious mind to think that, you're in a famine situation. So the smartest thing your body could do is to store up as many calories as possible, because they don't know when you're going to be back down in 1,200 calories a day. That could come again. We need to store up. So
you slow down your metabolism, basically.
So, well, that's one thing. But it's not just that. It's not just metabolism. There's something psychologically going on. Your brain can make you do things.
It's kind of like an eating disorder then, like psychological.
It is a sort of disorder. But so there's a book called Brain Over Binge that talks about this. It's written by a woman who had a very serious binge eating disorder and who, doesn't anymore. And she tells her story. It makes a lot of sense, and it talks about addictive behavior in general. So that's my thing on binging, is that people don't realize that the part of your brain that you're not conscious of, the part, as I say, that keeps your pulse going and keeps you breathing, you breathe when you're asleep, you're not thinking about it. That part of your brain is thinking calories. We need calories, because you know what? Calories have been restricted. Suddenly there's a shortage of calories in this environment. So the brain starts, working with you, putting pictures, tastes, smells, accentuating things so that you have a much higher appetite than you normally would. And that's your unconscious brain that's doing that to you. And there is a way around it, which is in this book. I think that's sort of a mechanism that people are going up against. And I think that people have this disorder more in our culture because the food that is available is so high calorie that people are used to eating, getting a lot of calories. And then when they realize, okay, I need to slim down, and then rather than being full on, starches and foods that aren't as calorie dense, they just restrict. They eat the same stuff and they just restrict fewer calories. So they're sending their brain a signal like, hey, we're in a famine situation. We're supposed to survive and reproduce. So now this brain is going to start sending signals to you to try and affect your behavior. The behavior it wants you to do is to eat a lot of high calorie foods. And that's exactly what happens. And people wonder, they wake up, why did I eat all that? So they've kind of, they've kind of set themselves up unknowingly. But fortunately, I think that eating the way, that we all believe in is a natural antidote to that. But also, some people need to go further and really understand what their mind is doing to them. So they can see it. They can realize what it is. Oh, I've got this great urge to do this. I feel I'm going to lose control and do it. Once you understand that it's your unconscious, it's not the part of your mind that picks up the food and drinks it or eats it. That's all conscious, You need your conscious mind to do that in order to eat and binge all that food. but it's your unconscious mind that's working to make your conscious mind do that. Once you sort of understand that and you realize what's going on, well, that I don't have to consciously go get that food. This is my unconscious that's sending me there. You can kind of overcome it. It passes, the urge passes, and you realize, oh wow, I don't feel that drive now because, you know, now I intellectually understand what's been going on. And that also makes people realize that you've got your conscious and your unconscious. You have to be aware of what you did to your unconscious and then you undo it so that you can get past all that binging stuff. And the healthy food, that's the other thing too. You shouldn't be restricting.